Good morning to all of you. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Fayaz Academy. Today's topic is about partnership accounts. So, let us have a brief introduction about what is meant by partnership. If any business activity is commenced by a single person, it is known as sole proprietorship. If any business activity is commenced by a single person, it is known as sole proprietorship. If two or more persons agree to start a new business and agree to share profits of such business, it is known as partnership. If two or more persons agree to start a new business and agree to share the profits or losses of such business is known as partnership. So persons in partnership referred to as partners. So to form a partnership, there must be at least two persons or two partners. If any business activity is commenced by a single person, known as sole proprietorship. Two or more persons, known as partnership. So all the provisions of partnership are covered under the Partnership Act 1932. All provisions are covered under Partnership Act 1932. So there must be an agreement between partners to start a partnership business. It is also known as partnership deed. So that partnership deed consists of elements such as profit sharing ratio, salary to partners, etc. This is the brief introduction about what is meant by a partnership business. Next topic. Accounts of the partnership firm. Various accounts can be prepared by a sole proprietor and partnership firm also. So various accounts that can be prepared by a partnership firm are as follows. Trading and profit and loss account. In trading account, we arrive gross profit. In profit and loss account, we arrive net profit. Next, balance sheet. Next, profit and loss appropriation account. Next, capital accounts of partners. Topic. Absence of partnership deed. In case of absence of partnership deed, so partnership deed is necessary to start a partnership business. If there is no partnership deed, in case of absence of partnership deed, profits and losses are shared equally by the partners. These are the rules specified in case of absence of partnership deed. Number one, profits and losses to be shared equally by the partners. No partner has right to receive salary, and no interest is allowed on capital, and no interest is charged on drawings, and interest at the rate of 6% is allowed on partners loan to firm. These are the rules specified in case of absence of partnership deed. Next topic. Valuation of goodwill. Goodwill is the value of reputation of partnership firm. So goodwill is the value of reputation of partnership firm. Goodwill is an intangible asset as like trademarks, copyrights. It is also an intangible asset. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Goodwill valuation is necessary in following cases. Number one, when profit sharing ratio changes. When profit sharing ratio changes, when new partner is admitted. Number two, suppose there are three partners in a partnership firm, and when fourth partner is being admitted in the partnership firm, then valuation of goodwill is necessary. When existing partner retires or dies. Number three, suppose there are four partners in the partnership firm. When suppose say fourth partner retires or dies, then valuation of goodwill is necessary in such a case. Number one is when profit sharing ratio changes. Number two, when new partner is admitted. Number three, when existing partner retires or dies. Number four, due to dissolution of partnership firm. When the partnership firm is dissolved, then also valuation of goodwill is necessary. These are the four cases where valuation of goodwill is necessary. Next topic. Methods of valuation of goodwill. There are three methods for valuation of goodwill. Number one, average profits method. Number two, super profits method. Number three, capitalization method. Number one, average profit method, super profit method, and capitalization method. In this video, we are going to discuss only about average profit method. Average profit method is further divided into two types. Number one, simple average and weighted average. Simple average and weighted average. Let us have an example how to calculate goodwill under average profit method in both the methods, simple average and weighted average. Next, simple average method. Simple average method, let us start with an example. Suppose the profits of the partnership firm during the last 5 years are as follows. In the year 2017, 3,50,000, 2018, 3,35,000, 19, 4,10,000, 2020, 3,87,000, 2021, 4,50,000. In the year 2017, the profit is 3,50,000, but in the year 2018, profit has decreased to 3,35,000, but in the year 2019, profit has again increased. In the year 2020, profit has again decreased. 2021, profit again increased. So profits are in fluctuating nature. In this scenario, we have to use simple average method. So compute the value of goodwill on the basis of 4 years purchase of average profits of last 5 years. We have to do the simple average of the 5 years profits, and we have to calculate the value of goodwill. So simple average method formula, average profits divided by number of years. Average profits 3,50,000 plus 3,35,000 plus 4,10,000 plus 3,87,000 plus 4,50,000 divided by 5. We arrive simple average at 3,86,400. Number of years of purchase given in the question is 4 years. So 3,86,400 into 4. So the value of goodwill, we arrive at 15,45,600. The value of goodwill under simple average method. Next, weighted average method. If the profits of the partnership firm are either in increasing order or decreasing order, weighted average method is used. The profits of the partnership firm are either in increasing order or decreasing order, weighted average method is used. Let us have an example. Ascertain the value of goodwill on the basis of 4 years purchase of average 5 years profits. Year 1 profit is 4 lakhs, year 2 5 lakhs, year 3 6 lakhs, year 4 7 lakhs, year 5 8 lakhs. Solution. The profits are in increasing order. See, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs. So profits are in increasing order. We can use weighted average method. In the simple average method, profits are in fluctuating nature, increasing, decreasing order. So we use simple average method. But in this case, the profits are only in increasing order. In the simple average method, in the first year, profits from first year to second year, profits increased, profits decreased. In third year, profit increased. So in fluctuating nature, simple average method is used. But in this example, the profits are in increasing order. So we have to use weighted average method. So the solution is first year profits, weighted profits. Year 1 profit is 4 lakhs, weight considered as 1. 4 lakhs into 1 weighted profit is 4 lakhs. Year 2 profit is 5 lakhs, weight considered as 2. 5 lakhs into 2 10 lakhs. Year 3 profit is 6 lakhs, weight 3. 6 lakhs into 3 18 lakhs weighted profit. Year 4 7 lakhs profit, weight 4. Weighted profit is 28 lakhs. Year 5 profit 8 lakhs, weight 5. 8 lakhs into 5 40 lakhs. Total of weight we arrive at 15. Total of weighted profits we arrive at 1 crore. So weighted average profit 1 crore divided by 15, which gives us 6,66,667. So goodwill can be computed as 4 years purchase of average 5 years profits. In the question given, 4 years purchase of average 5 years profits. Weighted average we already arrived at 6,66,667 into 4. Hence the value of goodwill is 26,66,668. This is the value of goodwill under weighted average method. In the next class, we are going to discuss about another two methods, super profit method, capitalization method in methods of valuation of goodwill. So for more videos, please subscribe to my channel Fayaz Academy. Thank you.